Calibration is an elevation factor readjustment technique, reweighting technique. This technique seeks to obtain new factors which are close to the elevation factors provided by the design, and which in turn meet a number of additional conditions based on auxiliary information not collected in the survey, available from other external sources such as administrative records or censuses. After the data collection process, information becomes available on the sample units which have taken part in it, by answering the different questionnaire items. This allows us to perform a first check, by adding up the elevation factors of the sample units, and verifying whether this sum coincides with the total number of elements in the sample population. When the above condition is met, we can tell that the estimator is calibrated to the target population. However, through calibration techniques, we are also able to introduce auxiliary information that is different or more disaggregated than the total of the target population. For example, if the survey we are considering is aimed at the population residing in national territory, and the sampling process has not taken into account the sex of the individuals, it's quite possible that by including the factors of men on the one hand and women on the other, we will obtain an estimated distribution of 75% women and 25% men, or any other distribution that is far from what is expected, 50-50. In order to solve issues such as this one, we apply calibration techniques. We can highlight two main reasons to apply calibration techniques. Firstly, coherence. It's often important for total estimation of auxiliary variables to match their actual value. For example, within INE population surveys, estimates are adjusted for consistency by age, sex, and nationality groups at autonomous community level. Secondly, precision. The second reason is improving estimate precision. Precision increase will be greater the more correlated auxiliary variables are with those variables which are the subject of the survey study. Lastly, it's worth noting that in order for the calibration process to meet its goal, we must keep a series of basic requirements in mind. Auxiliary information must be understood both at the sample unit level and at the total population level. The auxiliary variable definition must be the same one for the sample and the population. The outside source must have the same time reference as the survey. Outside sources must be accurate and reliable. If this is not the case, biases that are difficult to measure may be included in the estimates.